Hello all, this is Zimnala coming at you with another adventure in Halls of Torment. I'm going to be continuing our momentum. We're going to be aiming for this Meteor Strike Specialist. So something else I considered that we might be able to try is we can swap off a couple of these things that are nice, but aren't really needed for this. Well, specifically that one. But what might help actually is this one right here, the Mountain Idol. Because that'll give us extra enemies that will basically not be killable, but realistically. So they'll make extra targets for us to hit, which I think is going to help a lot. So get ready for this adventure, because I don't know how it's going to go. Yeah, see, that doesn't actually help us all that much. The second level of this doesn't really do much for us, unfortunately. But this one does. If it didn't have critical, I would have taken cleric instead, so the biggest thing is we just need to keep away. This is so random that it's going to be a little hard to do anything, but the other one was also really random, so I don't consider that to be all that different, to be honest. So the only two that matter are those two right there. And we're going to do the base crit chance on all abilities as doubles, because that's a modifier that you can't normally get on things at all. So outside of that, that's my logic. As for this doesn't really matter for most of it at all. But doing more damage isn't gonna matter, so I don't really want to focus on it. But we are gonna take multi-strike then. This does mean that when it comes to upgrading Meteor, we are gonna raise its anything that has critical on it extra. That's my logic. None of this actually specifically helps us with this, so I do think that we take the base movement as the only part that really matters. Well, I guess we could still... Well, damage is not our focus. I don't even mind if we don't win the run. Specifically, as long as we get this thing unlocked. Yeah, so far our best is 44. Which isn't too bad considering we barely put any upgrades in. So area and stuff might also be helpful, but we're not going to focalize in on it. Area radius is more important for this though. I wanted to add that in, and it might still be a decent idea. We were kind of short on things to do this with, so I guess so. So there's a reason why I'm not taking all of these. There is a reason. Why not taking them yet? Or saving them, because it'll make more sense later. There we go. It's because I wanted all three of them. So there's also an archer boost that greatly increases our critical chance while reducing our damage. So we're going to end up taking that, unfortunately. Which means I'm going to save a double for that. So I used one on the base one because we can't get that another way. So there's another one that gives critical chance in the Sage's upgrade path. So that's going to be the 3 doubles that we use. That's just what's in my brains. Yeah, our best is up to 82 already. This is the one. This does also have a critical chance. And a radius. I don't know if I want to use it on this. Like 9, like I don't remember the whole tree. So maybe I just don't bother with it. Let's just go up the path, because like if we do get past this, we'll want to add other things in. So going too hard into that one tree might make the end of this really hard. Oh, look at that, an extra well. Well. We'll accept that. So what's nice here is we only need one of these specifically. So we can save the other for more of this. Does also mean we don't specifically need any of those. But yeah, let's try to pull that away from that item. That was 141, yep. There we go, we're getting closer. The meteor, these things make great targets, I think. You know, maybe the multi-strike's also helping because it splits it into more. Oh, that'd be coming. I guess of this, maybe the base area radius. Because multi-strike would help it shoot more out. But you know, it's a little hard to say which would modify this more in our favor. Oh, we're back to this. Cool. Then we would definitely take both of these. Yeah, I didn't notice the fire for a second. Yeah, I do believe if we keep up at this, we'll eventually get the perfect strike in. You know, and I guess it doesn't hurt to actually get the other meteor one in, because at least it doesn't hurt it any. Like, it doesn't help us with our critical thing, but it doesn't give us a problem either. Like last time we kind of gave ourselves a mild problem with our thing, but we still made it work. I think we can start taking both of these. Oh, we got close. We got 183. This does get more crowded as it goes along as well, so... We're gonna keep increasing the radius. That's more crit chance, that doesn't help us actually. Well, let's put that in our pocket at least. I doubt that will be sufficient. Like I don't think we'll need that. What's on the table on this? Yeah, we won his multi-strike then. That's unfortunate. I mean, this won't be the strongest run for endgame once we solve this, but you know, this is what's gonna get us what we want fastest. I believe. I think we already could get it if it just gets the right shot into the middle of these dudes. Okay, so I think both of these would help it. We did it. That's what we wanted. And we can start building what we want. The really nice thing is that the take took much less time than the other one we did. So. It'll take a little bit to get to where we want to be now. But you know, it means we don't have to double down on that archer thing now. But I was ready to. We're also going to be on the lookout for a ring that can actually move away from that double crit. We did see another ring, but that one did not help us with that at all. Let's see if we're close to this thing, or if it's somewhere far. And we're almost up to the right level to start getting the good stuff, so. We didn't build anything for damage, so maybe we do now. Let's get that modifier in there once. Yeah, we need to pull those guys out of that circle before we move to another one. Another spot, I mean. There we go. Yeah, we ended up pretty zippy again. Go pick up a scroll. We don't have good area clearance around ourselves at all. At least we have good general attack. He's a bit unfocused. You don't need focus if you get your ring blades far enough. You've already learned that lesson. Alright, we'll be invincible. That'll carry us there. We are gonna have a little trouble getting where we want to, unfortunately, but you know, we're gonna work our way there anyway. Well, that certainly will help if we can get in there. We were gonna start doing some doubles, weren't we? If you are going to double an ability, make sure that it's at the level 9, because that's where the good stuff is. We're gonna add in this, because this will hit things near us. That is the one thing we're missing, is something hitting things that are close by. So we are on 9. We're gonna want both of these. Well, we got our magnet, so I don't need to go chasing that one. Oh, it's just the other side of it. It is. Okay, we might as well finish it. We got halfway through it. Look at that, we didn't even look for it and we found it. How are we doing for damages? Well, we definitely aren't gonna make any records. Not at all. But you know we're gonna win, I think. This is the last one I think that being a stage is gonna greatly help us with. It does mean that we'll have new options for both Meteor and the other one that we haven't even seen yet, so... we will have to experiment on future runs with that as well, just to see how far it can go, you know? Those will be Sage things, but they'll be done differently than what this needed. They don't have to be the main attraction, but they will be taken all the way eventually. 'Cause I am curious on what it's going to look like. That last one's pretty far out, but we're gonna hoof it there. We'll be fine. We just have to not just run into damage. More than we can handle. At least the ring blades are incredibly good at thinning the herd. Oh, double signs. Huh. Neat. We could technically benefit from one more scroll, but you know, it ain't a problem either way if we don't get it. We've definitely got enough to have a pretty successful run. That's all I cared about. And now we can kind of just chill around here till the time runs low. Oh, we didn't even see this one. Poor dude. We're looking for something more interesting to pop up. Now that might have been more useful when we were trying to get all the summons, but we still got that one already, I think. Oh well, nothing too exciting. Oh, there's the scroll I said we could stand to get, so let's go play with it, I guess. I was reading to see if affliction actually helps with cold damage. It doesn't actually. Because I eventually have to go back to the Norsemen and do some of their challenges, and one of them has to do with doing frost damage and killing enemies with frost damage, and that doesn't really benefit it. Which is fine. Means I don't add in something like that adds it. That's all. That was a bonus one. I guess it wanted us to have another one. Let's get lightning for no reason. It does damage. What are the chances of that even critically? Because if it's over 100, we don't need to do more. Oh yeah, it's definitely way over 100. Then yeah, the only one that we really need is attack speed then. Well, considering how underpowered we started for this challenge run, I'd say we're doing okay now. Oh, free magnet is free magnet. You're a golden mini boss. I don't think we've ever managed to kill one of these things. I don't think we're going to now either, because we don't actually do enough damage. It's gonna change off from it. Yeah, see. We didn't build for damage, we built to get that achievement. How did we end up doing? Oh, we went way more damage than I thought but it's all Ring Blade. Ring Blade got us there. If you do over 500 million damage total, then your run went pretty good. How much did Meteor end up doing? More than I expected. But it was our only move for about half of the match, so that's to be expected. So that's inflated a bit. I don't even think we killed many of these dudes. But we got them to make more targets, and it worked. I don't think the bosses are gonna last very long at all, but they'll probably hang in there for a little bit. At least most of our stuff isn't targeted anymore. But one of them's down already. That one's gonna follow. Oh, did we kill all three of them? I guess we did. This might be considered too easy, so we took a couple of things out, so we need to have at least 6 or 7 to get a new artifact. That's to be expected. But we got the achievement, that was my main goal. Yep, and that got us an upgrade for Meteor if we ever decide to run with that. Do we want to take a look at Norseman and see what we might need to do? So that did also finish off the last of the things in the Elementalist's playbook. That's one that needs to be at a very high level as well, so the longer we put that off, the easier that'll be. But yeah, we need to do a couple of runs here. One is with Burn, and you know, This one, oh, we have to do another one with Sage, actually, because that'll have an easier time getting Frost, because we can pick our abilities with them. So yeah, we'll be going back to that. We don't have Master's Vice yet anyway, so we can't try for that. So we have a few things we can do. We can... Okay. So let's consider what we have going on. So one of the things we have to take is this. Do we have a better version? Oh, so that would be all of our attacks would have an extra burn chance, I guess? No, I think we're just gonna take fire abilities. I think that would work out better, because this is technically a 10% of a burn chance is actually better than we need. Yeah, we were doing something special with this, so that's why their loadout's pretty weird. So what's interesting is we don't actually specifically need critical chance, but I don't think anything else is going to help us. Other than maybe taking more fire damage, because we could wear both of those, but I don't think I want to do that. Because we're going to have a hard enough time staying alive, I think. So we're going to add the damage in. So we don't need to have more burning damage, even though we'll be doing lots of burning. Our goal is to inflict more burns, not to do that. So more burns is all that matters. On that note, attack speed might be what we specifically need. You know? Maybe we take Exterminator. That's not one we usually take. And as much as I want to take this Firewalker boots, the other ones would be kind of useful. I think attack speed will get us there better, because that'll affect all of our attacks. Well, at least our main attack, and that one's gonna light things on fire. Yeah, this isn't gonna light things on fire, though. That's all that we need. I think we just stick with the multi-hit, because at least that'll light things on fire itself. Let's look at amulets. Is something here going to help us with that? More than what we're already doing, because that's damage boost. I guess this could help. Or magic damage. Oh, that's actually very interesting. Unfortunately, I don't think that our attacks are going to be doing specifically magic damage. But that's very interesting. I mean, it does say that this can burn enemies, but it doesn't explain how that works, like if it just picks something near me. But I'm gonna take it because nothing else specifically would help us with this other than that. Okay, let's check out what's going on here.
Greetings.
So of these, effect damage would increase how much damage we do with it, but you know, that doesn't gonna help us with what we have going on. So increasing our damage doesn't either. So the only things that'll help us are attack speed, multi-strike, and area. So that's the game we're going to go with. That will be our play.
May the gods light your path.
But yeah. Thank you all for watching. We're going to give that a try in a few moments. Y'all take care and I'll see ya there. Bye bye y'all.